You put that post up a few days back. It's been a few days, and I've been thinking about it quite a bit. I have been concerned that you think that maybe my silence is acquiescence. Excuse me, acquiescence for your comments. I was raised by Barbara Garriotta, so I'm not going to go ahead and sit still and be quiet. So here's what's up. Before we start, I want you to know I love you, man, and I love your old lady. What she wrote was reprehensible, but it's not surprising. So it's not really that hard of feelings. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a science class, and we're going to have a history class. So now I want to start with this. This is science. We taught that in school, science. Okay, we're going to talk about science and health. This right here is a representation of a triple negative cancer cell. Okay, don't be alarmed. It's not a real cancer cell. It's a representation. You dig? All right, now, that is a real triple negative cancer cell. I want you to look at this too. See that? That is a triple negative breast tumor. This here, those are tentacles. This is a mammogram of breast tissue with a triple negative breast tumor in it. Okay, remember tentacles? Great. So, again, here's science. We have a cute little picture. We got progesterone, HER2. We'll talk about those. So here it is. Triple negative breast cancer is an extraordinarily nasty motherfucker. It's a terrible beast. Those three hormone receptors, progesterone, estrogen, HER2, are not present in a triple negative cancer cell. So you cannot attack this disease with hormone therapy. The idea in 2017, hopefully it's changed, was radical mastectomy and fucking chemotherapy and hope like hell that the shit takes. So anyway, okay. So that's science. Science. Triple negative breast cancer. Okay? Now here's some history. December 2016 was a stage 2 diagnosis of triple negative breast cancer. There's a tumor found in her left breast that was right here. A tumor. It was right here in her left boob. And it was like this big and this big, and for your construction buddies and stuff like that, it was about 2 inches across and maybe 3/4 of an inch tall. It felt like a wadded piece of chewed up bubble gum. We didn't know it was triple negative because we had the tumor taken out, and the doctor said, "Oh man, I knew when I was looking at it that it was a mess." Not exact quote. I knew when I looked at it that it was cancer. I wish I had better news. So, watch your fucking tongue. Now, remember this? That shit tentacled back into the shoulder, into her shoulder. Okay, so that's part of history. Now we went through 8 rounds of chemotherapy. There was crying and desperation and pleading. I remember starting up some funds, and I remember reaching out for help. And there were a lot of people that stepped up and helped, and they are wonderful. They know who they are, and I'm not going to fucking call them out now. We'll get back to that also. Now, July of 2017, we had an all clear. Remember, this is a history class. We had an all clear. We were dancing in the parking lot. We were drinking our wine. Woo, woo. And we were celebrating life. We got rent caught up. We got fucking bills caught up. Took care of business. Took care of our shit. We were working our asses off. October 3rd. That date is insignificant to you. Utterly, it's insignificant to you. What frustrates me about people like you is that you will say things that you said online, but you don't know anything about the situation. That date is insignificant to you, and I'm not going to tell you why it's significant. You should already fucking know since you had the unmitigated gall to say what you did. Forget I love you. I love you. Having said that, it was October 3rd, 2017. That's when it presented. Now, you don't know what that means, I'm sure, unless you're thinking about pandas. Not pandas. Science and medicine. When something presents itself, that's the first onset of when you realize that something isn't right. So, that was October 3rd, 2017. A week later, we were diagnosed with stage 4, triple negative metastatic breast cancer. And you fucking idiots, that shit spread all over the place. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. Now here's where history takes a hell of a turn. Here you go. You had the nerve to say something. You didn't say anything then. You said nothing when she was alive. Nothing. You were 17 miles from the house. To the best of my knowledge, you still drive these behemoths, these giant vehicles that are whatever. Not one phone call. Not one well wish. Not one condolence. Not even a fucking casserole. You did nothing. Nothing. You did nothing. There was a classmate of yours dying from a horrible disease just a few miles from your house, and you did nothing. You did nothing. Nothing. So, I'm not convinced that you have any business speaking about anything that went on. Now, there are classmates that came around, did things. Somebody donated a ramp when cancer paralyzed Stephanie. You're an idiot. You're fucking stupid, man. But I love you. But you did nothing for us. I didn't ask you to. I didn't ask you to, and you're certainly under no obligation. But the fact of the matter is, a well-known, and even if it wasn't a well-known, a classmate of yours, man, that you've known since Glencrest, since 1982, right? And you did nothing. Nothing. You attacked the healthcare system that kept her alive. You attacked the very healthcare system that kept her alive. And you did nothing. You voted against her interests. You voted against your own. You did nothing when Stephanie was alive. Now listen. We're going to talk about some of your other comments. The gross ignorance, negligence, ignorance of our justice system, etc. That's a whole different other ballgame. Now listen, man. I have this shirt on, okay? You and I are the same age. We're pretty much in the clear. But you and I both have boys, Chris, and they're young. My journey through cancer was a fucking nightmare. And I hope you don't have to deal with it with your spouse. I do. And Dina, I hope you never have to deal with this with Chris. But if you do, I want you to understand. I'm angry as fuck at you for what you wrote because you're ignorant as hell. But I'll be there if you need help and I can give it to you. I will fucking do it. Now, this shirt's about testicular cancer. We both have boys that are young. This is a young man's disease. Please get your children checked. Please check yourselves. You, Dina, if you've never been tested for the BRCA gene, get tested. Tell your sisters if you have them, please. Tell your nieces, please get tested for the BRCA gene. Okay, I've said enough for now. I hope you do the right thing. But you know I love you. I love you.